Dannylau here with Lion Real Estate, empowering individuals and families with financial success through real estate. With rising home prices across the nation, buyers bidding against one another, competing against themselves to get into a desirable home, it is a natural question to ask, is there a housing bubble? One interesting thing to note, from all the commodities prices rising, from groceries to gasoline to used cars, very few people are asking, is there a used car bubble? Part of this is because real estate, your primary home, is probably going to be one of the biggest assets most people is going to own. And so the spotlight naturally focuses on it. One fundamental question that begs is, what constitutes a bubble? Actually, economists have a hard time defining the word bubble across different markets. However, typically, one definition does most economists do agree upon, which is a bubble is when the rise in prices of that particular asset or commodity is detached from the fundamentals. So what type of fundamentals are we talking about when it comes to the housing market? Let's break down different categories. The demographic that is the biggest demographic that is buying homes right now are millennials. Millennials are in their late 20s all the way to early 40s. This is their prime age to start building a family and start owning a big piece of this real estate market. For years, close to the last decade, there has been an ongoing shortage of housing supply. So now, how did the ongoing shortage, why did that manifest itself in a spike in housing prices in the last 6 months? Well, one of the reasons is that the Feds actually have been buying over $1 trillion of mortgage-backed bonds in the last year. What that does is that it artificially lowers interest rates and sustains affordability for most people. On one hand, the Fed is artificially keeping interest rate low. On the other hand, the average personal savings actually skyrocketed. On average, there's a 32% increase in personal savings. And so you're getting these pool of buyers who are well capitalized, and they are in an environment where borrowing is very desirable. One additional important fact is that the mortgage lending restrictions are a lot tighter than when they were in 08 and 09. And so for the average, well, actually not average, the median borrower's credit score, they are now 45 points higher than compared to the average buyer back in 2008 and 2009. So this trifecta of low interest rates, well-capitalized buyers, and well-qualified buyers are driving the market demand in a low supply environment. This is not a situation where people cannot afford their borrowings. One last important thing is COVID actually opened the door to remote working. That's why you see a lot of exodus from high home prices places from like Silicon Valley, New York, or Boston. And you see prices in places like Arizona, Idaho, South Dakota starting to climb. People can now work anywhere. Okay, my light just went out. And so, in conclusion, there is no bubble at the moment. There is not a detachment from fundamentals to the actual demand and supply of the market. However, even though there's no bubble, doesn't mean there's not a frenzy. So I'm being a little bit nitpicky with the terminologies here. But what I mean by frenzy, to borrow a phrase from Charlie Munger, he actually used the term Lollapalooza to describe a market frenzy when buyers are being irrational. It's partly FOMO, driving people to participate and jump into the game because they see their next door neighbor doing the same thing. And so, is there a bubble? No. But is there a frenzy? Yes. And therefore, that's once in a while, if you look at the economic news, you're seeing how they're saying there are buyers currently regretting the purchase decision that they made. And it's honestly a sad thing. And so just be really careful when you're buying a home in this current market, that you make sure you're thinking it through before making this huge commitment. When buyers ask me, hey, is this a good time to buy? I'm very transparent and I'll tell them, hey, guess what, right now, no bubble, but there is a frenzy. So technically, I don't think it's a good time to buy. However, the frenzy is not limited to just home purchase. It's also in the rental market as well. And so even though it's not a good time to buy, it is a worse time to rent. And so I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, please click like, subscribe, and share. This is Danny Lau, and I'll see you next time.